the result so far. You can just see the end of the mandrel showing, and the efforts at trying to mill it, but there's quite a lot of grinding away to do in there, which I shall do with a file and all sorts of things till I get the shape that I really want. Well, I have managed to set it up so that it will cut the flat on the baffle. It had to be at 7 degrees, and I've used my little angle finder here, using the level here as my datum, and the cutter, if I can get close enough, there we are, is cutting the flat on the first part of the baffle. First part is flat, and then it goes into a round. It's very easy to shift all the metal inside with a little Dremel and a rotary file, but it's another thing to get it all nice and shiny. But at least this will take the hard work out of filing a flat. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but I've cut the piece to be soldered on using a jeweler's fret saw, and I've tacked it on at this side to make sure that it's exactly as I want it. And now I'll turn it over and solder the other side all the way around. Takes quite a lot of heat. Okay, one of these days I'll get myself a proper brazing hub. I'm using silver solder and easy flow flux. Right, it seems to have done it. Now just let it cool down. I don't want to put it in water or anything, or pickle, not until it's really cold. I don't want any distortion at this stage. I've not bothered to put it in the pickle or anything, because most of it's going to be turned off anyway. I've set it up for 6-degree taper, and it's just a question of being careful. I've put the flat on, and it wasn't quite square, the hole, so I had to do a little bit of tweaking there. Not terribly happy about that, in spite of all the careful lining up. And I've rounded off this piece here, which has got a camber on it. Now, the last thing to do, when your reed is put on the clarinet, there's a slight gap, a very small gap at the tip end to allow the reed to vibrate. Now at the moment this is dead flat. Now that gap, called the lay, is quite critical. Too big and it becomes difficult to blow, so it's quite a small one, and depends on the curve, how steep it is, all sorts of things. Anyway, it's going to be a bit of a fiddle to get that right. This is the normal ligature for holding the reed. Unfortunately, metal on metal, it tended to slip off and wouldn't hold the reed firmly for very long. So I had to come up with a design. Took me quite a while, but it's a built-in one, so it's permanently fixed. It's got a plate in there which is shaped to fit the reed, and then a simple screw down clamps the reed in position. It took me a long time to get this gap here at the end, the lay, to be in a playing position, but eventually it did. So there it is, finished. And what does it sound like? Well, the quality of the sound isn't too bad. tendency to be a bit buzzy. That could be down to the reed or the lay, but I've had to come down to a softer reed, number 2. So it's more likely to be the reed, I think. Anyway, I doubt whether you'll be able to tell the difference in the quality of the sound, because this little camera's hardly hi-fi. However, as a project, I suppose I can claim it's a success. I've managed to make a mouthpiece that actually works. I don't think I shall be exchanging my normal mouthpiece for this one. So this will be relegated to the mantelpiece. I think it will make a nice little ornament and a talking point for any visitors who might come in. And if you've managed to stick with all 4 parts of this video, congratulations on your stickability. Thank you for watching. Take care.